Okay, so this is Trello. This is the main page. These are boards. There's a hierarchy. There are boards, cards, and lists. Within the lists, there are a few different types of things. You can do links. Within the lists, you can do a checklist. I'm just going to call it checklist. It shows up at the bottom. You can move a checklist all the way up. It's really easy to rename anything. Just click on it. Goes for checklists, goes for names of lists, goes for names of cards, and names of boards. Okay, so my thinking on this right now, these are ongoing apartment setups, not to be confused with setup templates, which if you'll notice kind of looks the same. So I was thinking the workflow would be, when you go to set up an apartment, you make a copy, or you can move it to another card within the same board, or what I really want to do here, clicking on the side here, is move it to another board called ongoing apartment setups. My thinking on this is that we can drop in and look at the progress that somebody's making, and if you'll notice, I have them grouped here by town and partner properties we have relationships within the town. So if you'll notice on the card here, you can make attachments, you can attach videos like I was mentioning, and so these videos can be, if they need a reminder of how exactly to do something within EchoSign or Proposable, or within the apartment setup spreadsheet in Drive. Just whatever they need a refresher on. I mean, obviously once they've done it 3 or 4 times, they'll have it. But if they need a refresher, these videos will be up here for them to look at. And it's all accessible right within the card itself. This little progress bar here is really neat. I'm debating on whether to have the incoming call checklist, which is essentially a sales and not an admin function, within its own set of boards, its own set of templates, another template board, a sales template board basically, as opposed to an admin apartment setup template board. But most of these apartment setup card templates are going to be the same. The only way they're going to vary is, well, they're going to vary a lot actually, from town to town. You'll notice here it's Cable One setup. In Mesquite, it's Time Warner setup. Pretty soon it'll be Comcast setup because Time Warner just acquired Comcast. And all of those are going to have different nuances as far as what you say to the rep, the package you order. Same thing with the electricity. If it's gas, we'll have a gas checklist. It's whatever it is. So you can see here it's really easy to move the different checklists around, and it's really easy to drop in and see what their progress is, the progress that they're making on a setup. So you can see they've done all this stuff, and then you can look in Drive at the corresponding Drive documents that they're supposed to be placing, making copies of and placing things into and filling out, and you can look at their progress as far as that goes as well. So just an example, partner inquiry procedure. Open attached partner property script template. So there'll be a script template. Most of this will just be copy paste. Most of the script templates are going to be the same, but there might be some some variation according to kind of their policies and procedures. Again, as you've emphasized, we want to make things as easy as possible, so that's the reason for a script when you're calling a partner property. So it's called a partner property, and it's got the number here. Again, you want everything in one thing so that it's all as smooth as possible. And ideally, at the beginning of their day, they're going to have high rise open. As far as tabs, they're going to have high rise, proposable, echo sign. They're going to have those tabs open, and the workflow is going to be basically codified here in these checklists. And obviously I'll be using this for months so I can get it perfect. I'm trying to think from the perspective of somebody else. It's really difficult for me to think through all this just because I'm used to the way that I've been doing it, which is I've got everything in my head and on pieces of paper and in Google Drive, and I have a bunch of triggers and I somehow get it done, and sometimes I leave stuff out and people's power gets cut off. But I've tried to both eliminate that and make it to where somebody else who's never even done this in their life, can do it after doing it a few times. And I'm, using Trello, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So back to the partner inquiry procedure. Call the legacy, run through the script, write down the answers to the questions in the script and any notes. Obviously, you're going to make a copy of the script. Rename the copy partner inquiry for name of company or individual client. So partner inquiry for road and rail services and the date. Run through the script, write down the answers to the questions and any notes, place in the drive folder named partner inquiries Texarkana. That is subject to change. Like I said, still thinking through it, just trying to get through it really quickly based on what I know, and then tweak it later based on what's right or better. And then share the document with Josh at stayhaven.com. Again, I'm going to be getting all throughout the day of leasing, of leads coming in. I'm going to be getting shares that I can see, and I'm going to be able to monitor that they are making progress with these inquiries and with leads from clients, and then the inquiries that they make to the partner property. And then have the leasing office send you a negotiated offer, the negotiated offer after they run through the script, and ask them, what do you have available? What can you do for us today? What does the hot sheet say? What lease term can you give? And up above that, and this is what I'm debating on, the incoming call checklist is essentially a sales function. But should I have them do everything? Obviously there are people that can do every single bit of this, but should I have, should I only hand off the admin at first? Probably. So admin is everything under that. Partner inquiry, leasing procedure, cable one setup once it's leased. Obviously between those two, between the incoming call checklist and the partner inquiry, or between the partner inquiry procedure, which is AKA checking on a couple of things, and the leasing procedure, between those two, we're going to have the proposable procedure with a proposable video up at the top to show them exactly how we do things. So the point of this is, once we have AdWords ads in 5 cities, and we've got a website that has video on almost every single page, and it's ranking, and we have reviews for all the Google Places listings that we're going to have for every single property, we're going to be getting some lead flow. We're going to be getting people, just with the minimal marketing that we're doing now and the inquiries that we get now, we're going to have, it's going to quadruple in a matter of, we could quadruple it within a month from now. But obviously what we've been waiting on is to be able to get all this right. And I think Trello could be a big part of this. So you can see everything is so granular, a la work the system. And work the system, he gave some examples of his systems that he has for his employees who, his first business was a call center. Now his business is selling information about how to set up businesses. Um, but it was so granular that the checklist that he had, I'll send you a copy of the book, but it was go to this document and name it this, break, another to do this, do that. It was just so granular. It didn't leave anything to the imagination. It didn't leave anything to to speculation. And he argues that that's a good thing. It doesn't take away anybody's autonomy. It just lets you know how to do it so that everything runs smoothly. So you can keep a job because the company stays in business. So this just gives you an idea of what this program is like and what it can do for us. So, need to show you this. You need to get this. This is called One Tab. I will demonstrate it. It's an extension. Just click it, and all the tabs are gone. And you can open them back up, and they're all named, and you can move them around really easily. And it's awesome. And I have too many tabs, and I'm fixing to have to go and clean that up. But I won't make you watch. Thank you for watching this.